All right, welcome back. I am in Michigan, actually. We came up here for a week. We're gonna do a little family camp out and stuff. But before we do that, and hopefully I can carve 6 bears. I wanna carve 6, I believe there were 4 foot or 3 foot bears. The bears themselves will only be 2 foot. And if it's 5 foot with a 3 foot pedestal. And I don't know if I'm gonna do any cutting today, but I'll probably do it tomorrow. This is gonna be for my grandpa, Grandpa Forster. And so yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so it is literally the next day. Now it is time to cut some trees down. I have one right here I want to cut down. This is at our pig barns, fence row that we don't really care. So we're gonna get the chainsaw, cut this tree down, chop it up into, I believe, let's say, we're gonna cut the logs to be about 4.5 foot, just to give me a little extra room. Because I have messed up quite a bit sometimes. So we're gonna come in at 4.5 foot. The overall total will be 4 foot tall. The bears will be about 1.5 foot tall, I believe. I will decide where I want to cut them then. And then the bears will be 2 foot tall, and then the rest will be a pedestal. So let's get cutting. Okay, so I got all the lumber that I needed cut, or all the logs I needed cut. So we're gonna load it up, and then I will head home, and I'll see you guys at home. So let's go. Okay, so it's been a little bit since I got home, but I got this all set up, and now it is time to start carving. It is 3:13 p.m. and I'm going to see how long it will take to carve these bears. I'm carving 5, I guess. I called my grandpa. 5 bears, about 4 foot tall. So let's get the logs out and start carving. Stay along. All right, let's go get a tape measure, measure 4 foot, and then cut it off. So let's get started. Okay, so we got the first bear done. I'm gonna say it's been about, it was 3:13. It's almost been an hour. It's been 40 minutes. I think 40, 50 minutes. And I'm done carving. I'm gonna start working on the next 4 bears. So let's keep going. So I used to use this right here, this part of the shirt, to wipe the sweat off my face, because I sweat quite easily and quite a lot. But now, my mom didn't like that, so she said, get a towel. So I got a towel. Got an old dish towel. All right, I got the second bear done. It's probably been another 30 minutes. This one went up a little faster, I think. But we're gonna get it out of the way, get the next one, and start on number 3. Let's go. Okay, so I got the third bear right there. I got it all carved out. Now it is time to put the details on it, like the fur and everything else, blah, blah, blah. And that's gonna be it for the third bear. So let's keep going. I'm so stinking hot right now. It is hot outside, like crazy. Back to work. All right, I got the fifth owl done, or fifth bear done. So I'm gonna take them all over to the shop, and I will see you guys in the shop. Okay, so we're in the shop. It is 7:30 right now. So it took me about, let's say, 3.5 hours. I got all 5 carvings done. Now it is time to set them up and torch them with the weed burner. So let's start. Okay, now I got them all burnt. I'm gonna take the wire brush and brush them all off. Board. Okay, so I got them all burnt and wire brushed and everything. Now it's time to turn them around again and get the angle grinder and do the nose and the mouth. And then after that, I will lacquer them all down. Okay, so I forgot I have to put the eyes, the actual eye in. So we're gonna push these over here to my forge, get the forge lit, and get the eyes in. Okay, so we got them burnt, wire brushed, the eyes put in, the nose and the mouth. Now it's time to take the clear lacquer and spray them all off, or down. Okay, we got the barriers all done. Now it's time to work on the signs. I will probably work on them tomorrow because my back hurts right now. So we're gonna leave the stuff out here, put everything else away, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, we got the 5 bears. Now it's time to make the sign. I'm gonna measure, see how long I want the signs, cut them, and then I will get the router out and router in the words. All right, these boards are gonna be 12 inches long. Looks like they're about 6 inches tall. So we're gonna cut them 12 inches, 5 signs. Let's get cutting. All right, we got 5 signs cut out. Now I'm gonna trace out what I want the words to say, and we will start routering. Okay, so I got all of them drawn out and everything with the Sharpie. So it is time to get the router started and start routering in these words, and then we finish these signs, finish the bears. Let's keep going. Okay, so I got all 5 signs made. Now it's time to burn them with the torch, wire brush them, and then I can paint the stuff. What was that? Okay, now that I got them all burnt up and everything, I get to take the wire brush and brush them off. Now that I got burnt wire brush and blown off, I can get the paintbrush and the paint can, and we will start painting the word black. Okay, so I got all 5 signs painted, burnt, and everything like that. Now it's time to lacquer them and brand them with my brander. Then we will be done with the bears. So, let's go brand them. All right, now let's lacquer them all. Okay, here we go. Five bears. Okay, got all 5 bears done. So that's gonna be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. See you next week. Stay along.